The Lord Lieutenant has kindly agreed to now present certificates to our supported employers. I will now briefly hand over to Richard Lenton, the Regional Sabre and Campaign Director at RFCA, and to describe the Sabre certificate to supported employers. Richard.
Lord Lieutenant, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. These certificates are awarded to employers who show commitment and support to their reservists. They create no barriers to the release of their volunteer reserve forces for training and ethos of the great work reservists perform alongside their regular counterparts. The certificate is issued in national recognition and acknowledgement of their commitment in supporting their reservists of the armed forces, and is signed and endorsed by the Secretary of State for the Defence and the Chief of the Defence Staff. Lord Lieutenant, the recipient tonight is Assistant Chief Fire Officer Neil Hessel of South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Service. South Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Service has been very supportive of their employees and are very proud to support the reserve forces and have created no barriers. They are at present releasing some of their fire officers to go on operations on our peril. The Lieutenant.
Congratulations, and thank you to anybody on operations at the moment.
That concludes the presentation. The Lord Lieutenant will now say a few words.
Mr. Chairman, High Sheriff, Lord Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, in a brief few minutes we've covered a vast range of vital activities. We have honoured people who are involved in the reserve forces. We've honoured people who are involved with the cadets. Let us take the reserve forces first. Since 2003, 24,000 reservists have served in various theatres worldwide, and it is now a truism to say that the regulars couldn't go without the reservists. In fact, that's going to become even more apparent as we move forward to the next stage of the reforms and see the reservists playing an even greater role. Of course, it's not simply the reservists who do that by themselves. They couldn't do it were there not support systems, both from the family and their employers. And we have honoured the South Yorkshire Fire Service tonight for the way in which they, as employers, have supported those whom they released to go on operations. We then talked about the cadets, and here we are full of hope again for some more well-deserved cash coming into the cadet movement. It's a triumph that so many boys and girls who don't necessarily have the happiest of times at school can find themselves, fulfill themselves, and go on to great things through the cadet forces, the three services, cadet forces. And again, they don't do it single-handed. It is those instructors who prepare to give generously of their time who enable our young cadets to achieve as well. So I salute all those people who directly and indirectly are involved. Thank you too to 212 Field Hospital for so kindly hosting us tonight at these palatial, unique premises, and we're truly grateful to them too. Thank you so much.
I would now like to invite the commanding officer to 212 Field Hospital, Colonel Mark Pemberton, to say a few words.
Lord Lieutenant, High Sheriff, Lord Mayor, Chairman, but more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to 212 Field Hospital. We're about to finish with the very formal part of the proceedings and move into something a little bit more sociable outside. You're very welcome to Endcliffe Hall. If you haven't had a good wander around, please take the opportunity to do so whilst you're here. One of my new members will be delighted to show you around if you want to see anything else other than the public areas. We're going to go back through and start off with some drinks and some eats, but there will be the opportunity for some presentation of photography for those who've received the awards this evening, and that will take place just off to one side. So I hope that the honoured guests at the front, my colleagues from the Armed Forces and their families, friends and supporters will be able to mingle and get to know each other a little bit better. For those of you who are not used to wearing the brown furry suit with all its accoutrements, what we've decided is when we move back through there, we'll go as if we're going into the Met and take at least some of these bands off ourselves. Officers' mess. What the seniors do is very, very much up to them. Lieutenant Sir, thank you very much indeed for giving up your time, and for the rest, High Sheriff and Lord Mayor, thank you for being so supportive of the military in this area. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Lord Lieutenants, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, would you all please stand for the national anthem? That concludes the ceremony. I'm moving all